Every once in a while, I come up with a new analogy that helps patients to better understand how their bodies work. I want to share a more recent one I just thought of that I'm using nowadays to explain to patients how the process of recruitment of eggs happens, and when we ovulate, what that actually means, and what it means if you're on birth control and you're not ovulating when it comes to the eggs you're losing. So I'm just going to tell you, and you tell me if you think that this is clear. Imagine you have in your ovaries, in the core of your ovaries, you have these pantries that are locked. They come stocked with millions of eggs when you're born. And in a process that we have no control over, imagine it's a locked pantry door. Every cycle, the door flings open in a process I can't control and neither can you. And a certain number of the eggs that are in the pantry are able to be removed and stored in the kitchen cabinet. Now, the kitchen cabinet is glass, it's see-through, so this is analogous to the eggs that we can see at the surface of the ovaries in bubbles of fluid called follicles. So when we do a follicle count, we're counting the eggs that are in the kitchen cabinet, not the ones that are in the pantry. And every month, you're able to go into the kitchen cabinet and grab one egg for the recipe of reproduction. Cheesy, I know. Now here's the thing, you can only take and use one, unless we're using medications where we can access more and take them out, right? But if you're on birth control and you're not able to open that kitchen cabinet and take one out every month, those eggs are still a perishable item. So whatever's stocked in that clear kitchen cabinet that we can see, it's gonna go away eventually, unless I'm using medications and technology to take all of them out, to access them and take all of them out and stash them in the freezer. Now I know we don't put eggs in the freezer, but work with me here. At any given snapshot in time, the more you have a stocked pantry that's stuffed, filled with eggs, the more you're going to be able to have to replenish the cabinet with. So this is why your follicle count, your antral follicle count or your AFC, what we see in the kitchen cabinet, is a reflection of how many are in the pantry overall. But ultimately, the reason we care about the AFC, what's in the kitchen cabinet, is this tells us how many we could expect to get, ballpark, if you were to use the technology to open the kitchen cabinet and take everything we can out so you can store it in the freezer. I hope this helps.